Have you ever looked at a map, really stared at it, and wondered why destiny seems to be written right there in the landscape?
Hmm.
Why is it that for thousands of years, people in the Amazon basin ate, root vegetables, while halfway across the world, people on the Ganges plains were building these massive civilizations powered by rice?
It's a fascinating question. We tend to think culture drives everything, but when you strip it all back, it's the environment laying down the hard rules.
Exactly, the hard rules of survival. It's not just, I prefer this versus I prefer that.
Oh, not at all.
The geography is literally dictating the terms of life. And today, we are going to tear that concept apart. Welcome back to another deep dive here on Simplified UPSC by PPP.
It is great to be back.
We are so glad you're here with us. And hey, before we get into the heavy lifting, and we have some serious lifting to do today, if you're getting value out of these sessions, please hit that subscribe button.
On the YouTube channel.
Yes, on YouTube. We really want to keep this content flowing for you, and that simple click, it just makes a huge difference.
And we have to say this because it's the truth. If you're capable, and only if you are, please consider supporting us on Patreon.
It really is the engine that keeps this whole project running.
It truly is.
And a huge, massive shout out to all our current supporters. You guys are the real MVPs. This content creation is possible because of you.
We mean that.
Also, don't forget to like the video and drop a valuable comment below. We actually read them, and they help the algorithm find other serious learners just like you.
I should also mention, for the students who want to take this to the next level, I've uploaded free notes.
Free notes.
Yes, and they include practice PYQs, that's previous year questions, right on our public Telegram channel.
And for those who want the absolute VIP treatment, we have the private Telegram library. That's where you get access to all the series videos, the organized premium notes, extra PYQs.
And even model mains answers.
Right. Just DM us on the public channel if you want in on that.
So, what's the mission for today?
Today's mission is exciting. We are cracking open the NCERT Class 7 Geography, Chapter 8. The title is Human-Environment Interactions.
Okay.
But we aren't just reading a textbook here. We are going to compare two distinct worlds, the tropical Amazon Basin and the subtropical Ganga-Brahmaputra Basin.
And the best part?
We're going to link these concepts directly to actual UPSC mains questions from 2014, 2016, and the brand new 2025 paper.
That is the key. Information is, well, it's useless unless you know how to apply it to the exam.
Right.
The NCERT gives you the what, but we're here to give you the why and the how.
So let's unpack this. We're starting our journey in South America, the Amazon, the lungs of the world.
Right. Geographically, we need to orient ourselves. We are talking about the equatorial region,
Okay.
specifically the belt that's between 10 degrees north and 10 degrees south.
So straddling the line?
Exactly. This is the heart of the Amazon basin.
And what does that mean for the weather?
It means consistency. Intense consistency. Because the sun is directly overhead, this region is hot and wet throughout the entire year. There is no winter.
No dry season.
No dry season. Imagine that.
No relief.
None. The source material describes it vividly. Day and night are almost equally hot and humid. Your skin feels sticky.
Mm.
And it rains almost every single day, and usually without much warning.
I can just picture it. You're walking through the jungle, it's steaming hot, your shirt is clinging to you because of the humidity, and then boom, the sky just opens up.
And that constant heat and moisture that creates the perfect conditions for the rainforest.
Which brings us to the thick canopy.
The roof of the forest, yes.
Yeah.
The trees are so closely spaced that their leaves and branches create this dense roof.
And it blocks the sunlight.
Completely. So even during the day, down on the ground, it's dark and damp.
Which means if you're a plant trying to grow on the ground, you're in trouble.
Big trouble. Unless you like the dark.
Right.
Only shade-tolerant vegetation can survive there. The sources mention orchids and bromeliads.
Bromeliads are those cool ones, right?
Yes, they're fascinating. They actually grow as plant parasites on other trees.
Hitching a ride.
Exactly. They hitch a ride up the trunk to get closer to the light, and they have these special leaves that form a little cup to catch rainwater.
Nature always finds a way. Okay, let's get to the cool part, the wildlife. The Amazon is famous for the scary stuff.
Oh, it was incredibly biodiverse. You have birds like toucans with those oversized bills.
Which looks so impractical.
Well, they're actually adapted to reach fruit on flimsy branches that can't support the bird's weight.
Oh, okay.
You also have hummingbirds, the bird of paradise. But on the ground...
What's on the ground?
On the ground, you find animals like the tapir, which is an anteater, and sloths hanging in the trees moving, famously slowly to conserve energy.
And the river monsters. I saw the source material explicitly lists crocodiles, pythons,
And the anaconda.
the anaconda,
Yeah.
and the boa constrictor. And let's not forget the piranha, the flesh-eating fish.
It's like nature turned the difficulty setting up to hard mode there.
It really is. It's a hostile environment for humans, yet people have lived there for millennia.
Which brings us to the human-environment interaction.
Yeah.
How do you farm in a dense forest?
Slash and burn.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a primitive but very effective adaptation. Men hunt and fish, which is uncertain.
A gamble.
Right. While women take care of the crops. They clear a patch of trees, burn the debris to release nutrients into the soil, and then plant.
I think people misunderstand this. They see green and think the soil must be rich.
That is the biggest myth. The soil is actually quite poor. All that rain just washes the nutrients away constantly.
So the nutrients are in the trees themselves.
Precisely. So when they burn the trees, that ash acts as a temporary fertilizer.
But it doesn't stay fertile forever?
Right. No, the heavy rains wash it all away very quickly once the tree cover is gone. So once the soil fertility drops, they abandon that patch, move to a new one, and let the forest eventually grow back.
It's a cycle.
It's a cycle.
And their diet, I mean, it's not exactly a burger and fries. The staple is manioc.
Also known as cassava. It grows underground like a potato.
Smart. Protected from the rain.
Yes, and some pests. But here's the detail that got me. They also eat queen ants and egg sacs.
Wow. I mean, protein is protein, but that is a serious commitment to survival.
It shows how resources are utilized,
Yeah.
nothing goes to waste.
Right?
And they do grow cash crops too. Coffee, maize, cocoa. They live in these fascinating structures called malokas.
Malocas, those are the big apartment-like houses, aren't they?
Yes, with steeply slanting roofs.
Which makes perfect sense. If it rains every day, you need a roof that just sheds water instantly. A flat roof would just be a swimming pool in your living room.
Correct. But we have to discuss the modern changes. The Amazon isn't isolated anymore. In 1970, the Trans-Amazon Highway was built.
The beginning of the end for that isolation.
It made the rainforest accessible. Helicopters, aircraft, roads. This led to the displacement of indigenous populations. Pushed out to new areas.
Yeah.
And ecologically, it's causing the rainforest to, as the text says, melt away.
That's a haunting phrase, melting away.
It really is. The lush forest is cut down, the rains wash away the topsoil, and it turns into a barren landscape. That's the cost of development in such a fragile ecosystem.
So that's the tropical world. Nature's the boss, and when we try to fight it, things get messy. Now let's travel halfway across the world, a place that feels a bit more familiar to our Indian listeners.
The Ganga-Brahmaputra Basin.
The subtropical region.
Exactly. We're shifting latitudes. Now we are looking at 10 degrees north to 30 degrees north.
Okay, so a bit further from the equator.
Yes. And this basin is formed by the tributaries of the Ganga rivers, like the Gagra, Sun, Chambal, Gandak, Kosi,
And the Brahmaputra.
and the Brahmaputra. It encompasses the Himalayas, the plains, and the Sundarbans Delta,
And the climate here is dominated by one major thing.
the monsoon.
The monsoon.
The monsoon is the defining feature. Unlike the Amazon, it is not wet all year round. We have a distinct rainy season from mid-June to mid-September. Summers are hot, winters are cool.
Now, here's where it gets really interesting for our UPSC aspirants. We need to talk about population and economy because we have a direct link to the 2025 mains paper here.
Right. This connects to the 2025 General Studies Paper 1, Question 17. The question deals with population distribution in the Ganga River Basin,
Okay.
specifically regarding land and water resources.
So let's break down the logic. What does our source material tell us about this?
It explicitly states that the environment determines the population density. The mountain areas have inhospitable terrain, steep slopes, harsh cold.
So fewer people.
Very few. But the plains. The plains provide suitable flat land and fertile soil.
Which results in an incredibly high population density. It's basically an ant colony of humans compared to the Amazon.
That's a great way to put it. Exactly. So agriculture is the main occupation.
Yeah.
And the main crop is paddy.
For rice.
Or rice, yes.
Yes.
Because rice needs water.
Lots of it.
Lots of it. So it's grown in the high rainfall areas of the plains. But in areas where rainfall is a bit less, they grow wheat, maize, sorghum, gram, and millets.
And the cash crops.
Sugarcane and jute.
Wait, I see a connection coming up. Jute and tea. This sounds familiar.
Yes. This links to a classic question UPSC 2014 Paper 1, Question 21. It asked about the development of tea gardens in Assam versus Himachal Pradesh.
And the source material specifically mentions tea plantations in West Bengal and Assam.
Right. It highlights that tea is a plantation crop in these specific regions. Why? Because tea needs plenty of rainfall.
But it can't have wet feet.
Exactly. It cannot survive waterlogging at the roots. So you need a gentle slope. The interaction of the slope, the soil, and the climate in Assam and Bengal creates the perfect condition.
It's all about the nuance. Rain is good, standing water is bad.
Precisely. And we can't forget silk,
Ah, yes. Silk?
produced by silkworms on mulberry trees, primarily in Bihar and Assam. So you see a diverse economy, but it's all driven by the landscape.
Let's talk about what the land actually looks like, the vegetation, because it's not just jungle everywhere.
No, not at all. It changes as you move. In the plains, you have tropical deciduous trees, teak, sal, peepal.
Trees that shed their leaves.
Yes, in the dry season. But as you move east to the Brahmaputra plain, you see thick bamboo groves.
And the delta.
The Sundarbans, that's mangrove forest territory. Trees that can survive in saline water.
And then you go up into the Himalaya Sikkim, Arunachal.
And the vegetation changes again. Coniferous trees like pine, deodar, and fir. Cool climate, steep slopes.
It's amazing how much variety is packed into this one basin, and the wildlife matches that variety. We've got elephants, tigers, deer.
And the specific highlights for the region, the one-horned rhinoceros found in the Brahmaputra plain.
And in the delta.
The Bengal tiger, crocodiles, and alligators.
But I want to talk about something specific that was in the notes. The Susu.
Ah, yes. The freshwater dolphin.
It's blind, right?
It is essentially blind. It lives in the muddy waters of the Ganga and Brahmaputra and navigates using ultrasonic sound.
And the source says it's an indicator of the river's health.
That is the critical point. The presence of the Susu tells you the water is relatively clean. But industrial waste, untreated sewage, it's killing them.
They're a living litmus test for the river.
A perfect way to put it. They are blind, so they rely entirely on the quality of their water environment. If the Susu is disappearing, the river is dying.
That is a sobering thought. We have these bustling cities, Allahabad, Kanpur, Varanasi, Lucknow, Kolkata, all dumping waste into the river.
Which brings us back to the human part of human-environment interaction. The pollution is the byproduct of that density we talked about.
But there are efforts to fix it. The notes mention the Namami Gange program.
The Swachh Bharat mission, which was launched on October 2, 2014. These are direct policy interventions to manage the environment.
And tourism is huge, too. The Taj Mahal, Buddhist stupas, Kaziranga. Millions of people visiting these sensitive ecosystems.
It's a double-edged sword. Tourism brings money, but it also brings pressure on the resources.
So let's synthesize this. We have looked at the Amazon and the Ganga. Two massive river basins, two completely different stories.
If we connect this to the bigger picture, just look at the contrast. In the Amazon, nature dictates the terms.
Right.
It's dense, dark, and hostile. Human intervention, like that highway, feels like a violation that leads to rapid destruction. Population density is naturally low.
And in the Ganga-Brahmaputra?
It's the opposite. It is heavily modified by humans. We have flattened the land, diverted the water, and packed millions of people into the plains. Nature is managed.
Managed through terraces and plantations.
Yes, but the cost is pollution. The Amazon suffers from deforestation. The Ganga suffers from contamination.
Precisely. And this is where the application comes in. When you are writing a UPSC answer, say, for that 2025 question on sustainable growth versus the needs of the poor.
You have to use these examples.
You mean, how do we balance feeding the millions in the Ganga Basin without killing the river?
Exactly. Or how do we develop the economy of Brazil without destroying the lungs of the earth? These chapters aren't just descriptions of trees and animals.
They're case studies.
They're case studies in the struggle between development and ecology.
That is such a powerful way to look at it. It's not just, here is a list of crops. It's, here is how a civilization survives.
And that is what the examiner wants to see. They want to see that you understand the interaction, not just the facts.
So what does this all mean for you, the listener? It means when you look at a map, don't just see borders. See the climate. See the soil. Ask yourself, why do people live here? What do they eat? What are they building?
Critical thinking is essential. The why is always more important than the what.
All right, we've traveled from the dark, damp floor of the Amazon rainforest, dodging anacondas and eating queen ants, all the way to the fertile, bustling, slightly chaotic plains of the Ganga-Brahmaputra.
A journey from the equator to the subtropics.
We hope this deep dive gave you those aha Moments, we promised. Before we sign off, a huge reminder, subscribe to Simplified UPSC by PPP on YouTube. We're building a community here, and we want you in it.
And again, if you have the means, and only if you are capable, please support us on Patreon. It allows us to do the research and bring you this level of detail.
Big love to our supporters. You know who you are. And don't forget the private Telegram library for the premium notes, extra PYQs, and model mains answers.
Just DM us on the public channel to join.
Okay.
I want to leave you with one final thought to mull over. We talked about the Amazon providing the lungs of the world.
Right.
And the Ganga Basin providing the food for millions.
Okay.
Consider this. How do we balance the development of highways in the Amazon with the conservation of the Susu dolphin in the Ganga? Can high human density and high biodiversity ever truly coexist?
Or is one always destined to destroy the other?
That's the question.
That is a heavy question to end on, but that's why we do this. Keep thinking, keep questioning.
And keep connecting the dots.
Thanks for listening. We'll catch you on the next deep dive. Keep learning.